Hi there guys, quick lesson about intervals today. So why intervals, you may ask? It's because plain and simple intervals are the building blocks of music. Knowing your intervals well, you will be able to construct anything you want on the fly, like for example chords, arpeggios and scales, and you will at least have some basic understanding of music theory. I know most people start talking about intervals when they try to do some ear training and recognize their sounds by ear. Of course, that is really important to do, but what we will talk here is how you will be able to recognize them visually on the fretboard. If you do, you will be able, as we said before, to construct anything you want on the fly, like chords, arpeggios and scale. Let's take for example the E major scale. E starting on the 12th fret of the low E string. Okay, I have just played the first octave. Okay, just one octave. What you need to know is learn all the intervals in that octave and learn them not only by name but learn them as they visually appear on the fretboard. So you must know that this distance is a major second, that this is a major third, that this is a perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, and the octave. Okay, so when for example someone calls you and tells you play me a major third, you must be able to do that immediately. Major seventh, okay, perfect fifth, and so on. You don't have to think about it, you don't have to count, you must be able to do that immediately. When you will be able to do that, just add the second octave. Okay? And learn the distances between these notes too. Second, major third, perfect fourth, and so on. When you will be able to do that, combine the two octaves. Okay, the distances may seem larger to you, but it is the same. So for example, if this is the root, the low E note, you must know that this is a perfect fifth. Okay, just like that. Or this distance, you must know that this is a major third, just like that. Okay, so as you can see, the intervals are the same, but you try to see all the possible combinations. And of course, you have to do this descending as well. Okay, what I mean by that, it basically all depends on where the root is. For example, you all probably already know that this is a perfect fifth. Why you know that? Because you have played billions of power chords. Okay, it's a common knowledge. Of course, this is a perfect fifth because this is the root. If we take this as a root, this distance is no longer a perfect fourth, but a perfect fifth, but a perfect fourth, because we count from this to this, not from this to that. Okay, so it may sound a bit confusing at first, but in reality, all you need to do is take a note anywhere and start and be able to see all the intervals around it. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? You have to be able to name them. Okay, in order to help you, I have included a photo of how you must be able to see the guitar fretboard, and I have also included a Photoshop file. So this Photoshop file is actually really useful because you can move all the degrees around and be able to build diagrams for chords, scales and arpeggios, but see them always as scale degrees, and that is really useful. So take your time and start little by little, a few minutes a day, and memorize some shapes. You don't have to know them immediately, you don't have to know them by the end of the week, but try to start and memorizing stuff like that. You can see them as Legos or Tetris of music. If you know those shapes, you see that when it's time to play something of importance as an arpeggio or a chord, you will immediately see the pattern on the fretboard. So, the practical application of these, the good stuff. Let's assume, for example, you spend some time to learn all or most of the shapes. Then, whenever you are called to play something on the fretboard, you will be able to create them on the fly. So, if for example take this A note here and someone calls you and says play me an A major chord, even if you don't know it in this region, you still know your intervals. So if you know that the major chords are constructed using the first, the third and the fifth of the major scale, things are really easy for you. Why? Because you know them already visual. This is the root. You must already know that this is the major third and that this is the perfect fifth. Okay, of course, if you really studied your intervals well, you may see them in a bunch of other different places. So this is a perfect fifth, but this is also a perfect fifth. This is a major third, but this is also a major third. So you could have played this shape instead of this shape. As you can see, not only you are able to play the A major chord, but you will start to see inversions of it, different places, different fingerings. Why? Because you instantly see the distances. Okay, you don't have to search for a major third or for a perfect fifth or whatever, you just know it. All you need to know is the recipes or the construction of these chords. Okay, and that does not apply only for chords, but for anything. Since we took A, for example, let's try from this A to build an A minor arpeggio. A minor arpeggio is constructed by using the first, the flattened third and the fifth of a scale. So we already know the first, the flat third is this note here. Okay, since this is a major, we flatten it. This is a flat third, but you must already know the shape by heart. So this, your hand moves directly to this note here, and you already know the fifth. Okay, this is the arpeggio in one octave. You want to continue? The octave, A, okay, flat third, perfect fifth. Or, for example, someone might say, okay, this is the A minor, but I want the A diminished chord. You don't have to panic. All you need to know again and again is the recipe, the construction. Okay, a few bits of theory. So, if the A minor is the root, the flattened third and the fifth, the A diminished is the root, the flattened third and the flattened fifth. So you use what you already know: root, flattened third, flattened fifth. This is the fifth, the perfect, the flattened. This is the A diminished. You want to continue to the next, you do just the same. Okay, as you can see, with minimum effort, you can construct many things on the fly.